So many people by now know that WNBA, player Brittany Griner was convicted in Russia for up to 9 years in prison in a Russian penal colony for her vape pen. Now, Boosie heard what was going on and what happened, and Boosie had a lot of comments about this. Let's go ahead and review that.
How the hell this girl get 9 years for a weed pen? And the USA ain't doing nothing about it. You tell me that. If that was Taylor Swift, it'll be a peace treaty right now.
Let me stop something right there. Brittany Griner knew what country she was going to. See, this was two problems with her. One, Russia is very, very anti-LGBT. Putin said that would never be allowed in Russia as long as he is the president. That's number one. Number two, you gotta know the laws in any country you go into. And it's really no excuse because we all have access to information. Is it wrong to be locked up 9 years? Yes, I agree with that 2000%. But we got people right here in America that's locked up on the same thing. The same thing. Some people got a marijuana charge, say third strike, and they locked up forever because of a third strike due to a marijuana charge. My opinion, nobody needs to be locked up behind no marijuana. Nobody. It is. I don't have. That's one thing I say people don't need to be locked up on. Not that. But let's continue.
It'll be a slight. They'll be drafting to go to war for a weed pen.
He mentioned Taylor Swift. Well, let's call it what it is. Brittany Griner is a black woman. No matter if she do not identify or whatever she wants to be a part of the other subgroup, which like I say, you black and LGBT, you still black, right? And there was a white woman I saw in the news that was convicted in Russia of the same thing. And all she got was 2 months. But Brittany Griner, she got 9 years. It all happened at the wrong time for her. It all happened at the wrong time because of the Russia-Ukraine thing. She's a big time person they can get. So yeah, it all kind of came together with that one. But Taylor Swift is different. Taylor Swift is white.
9 years. What that show for black women in the United States and the vice president as a black woman, you supposed to be on the front line. You supposed to be on the front line to get that black woman out of jail.
Well, Boosie, brother, you probably didn't see that video. When Kamala Harris came out and she said, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm only going to do something for black people. No, she said that. And that was one of the videos that a lot of people, including myself, at least on my news channel, went at her about. So are we really surprised, Boosie? Because you probably didn't see the video, brother. We're not really surprised that she didn't say nothing for another black woman. Because, hell, she plays with her identity herself. 1 minute she says she black, next minute she says she's the first Asian. She don't want to take a stance on anything. So far. And then also Kamala locked up a bunch of people on marijuana charges too in California. So you're expecting a whole lot out of her, brother.
9 damn years. Y'all in this world.
Oh, I agree with Boosie 100%. It's all effed up. But, Boosie spoke out and I'm glad he did. Because Kamala's not doing anything at all for Brittany Griner. But once again, I'm a firm believer of everything. What can we learn from this situation, folks? Research the laws before you go to anybody's country. If you have a particular lifestyle that's not conducive for the society of that particular country, be careful doing that as well, whatever your lifestyle may be. OK, research. Because if Brittany Griner would have went to Nigeria or Ethiopia, she'd probably been locked up. But they don't play that in those places about her particular lifestyle. They have research groups that tell you the countries that's friendly to LGBT. They tell you that. And maybe you could follow those on top of following law. Listen, I saw another video. Once again, I mentioned this, that you get caught with drugs in Thailand like that. Oh, that's the death penalty. If it's in your system, you going to jail for possession. If it's in your system, not just on your body or nothing. No, if it's in your system, you going to jail for possession. So those of you who like to take drugs and all of that, when you go to these other people's countries, you better be walking the chalk line, because you could be Brittany Griner too. Man, you better go over there and say, I don't want nothing. I'm not in my home country. Listen, United States, you know the laws, but other places, you don't. So, yeah, Kamala needs to do something, but she's not. I mean, she's not at all. 9 years is way too long for that. Way too long. If anything, she should have had a fine. If anything. But other people have been arrested in airports too in America. As I stated before, Tiana Taylor's husband, Iman Shumpert, he came through the airport with some marijuana and he getting a felony charge. Now, they say he's not going to get 9 years, so he can get up to 2, but still, it's still locking somebody up for it in the airport because it's not legal on a federal level. Anybody in the U.S. say anything about Brittany Griner right now that's a politician, make it legal on a federal level and you'll end all that people getting arrested. But y'all let me know what you think about our brother Boosie here. You know, what he, coming out speaking for Brittany, and that's great. But, you know, Brittany, in just my opinion, I'm going to say this again, Brittany should have studied the laws and she shouldn't have tried that.